Okay, so you're welcome to begin. We're really glad you're here and look forward to hearing about your candidacy and your the issues that are part of that process. And then we'll let you know how we can participate in that.
Sure.
Welcome.
Thank you, Evelyn. Thank you for having me here. I know it's a Sunday. Everybody's time should be off and spending time with the family. So I appreciate you giving me some time to come and meet me. So I just want to say, start with saying my name. My name is Amin Karim, pronounced he, him, his. First, let me start by saying that I'm not a professional politician. This is the first time I'm running. And although I live in Chicago, I don't know how to give a windy talk. So I'm a straight shooter. I'm just a hardworking regular citizen, okay? I am a first generation immigrant who came in this country as an undergrad student in 1980. I am thoroughly familiar with the, I'm thoroughly familiar with and have the firsthand knowledge of the struggle of both the parents and the students in meeting their financial obligations and the hardship they endure. Now I'm in my 60s and 40 years later, I'm still dealing with the same challenges, but now for my children. I have 3 of my own pursuing university degrees, while one is out of university qualifying as an attorney. I have 3 grandkids, and I've been living in Crystal Lake since 1920, which is 20 years. So why I'm running? First, I'm running because I see how our nation is divided and how important it is for us to work together. As a minority candidate, I want my voice to be heard and echoed for other community members who suffer in silence. As Malaya Yousafzai says, I raise my voice not so that I can shout, but that because without a voice, so that those without a voice can be heard. We are but just a melting point. We represent all color, race, faith, and gender, and we represent all in one nation and one soul, and we are indivisible. That's what we are all in this country as an immigrant. Our country is more divided than ever, and we need to be united and put our differences aside to rebuild our community and our nation. I believe in solidarity, and solidarity is a power. I believe we need to feed our family, our community, our state, and our country before we take the role of big brothers. We need to be united and be active. And we need to voice our opinions at all levels in order to progress. We cannot stay divided and self-inflict ourselves. We are but indivisible. Although only through solidarity, we will rebuild our strength and lead the world as a nation and set examples for our children. We need to act local, but think global. Again, I repeat, solidarity is our power. The race is not just about me. It is about us. It is about our tax money, economy growth, labor's right, women's right, community safety, children's education and safety and their future, green and renewable energy, and we can do it only through alliance, and solidarity is our power. Me running for office is not all about me. It is about us, our family, our community, our nation, and our future generation. We need to be united and work together more than ever. The sacrifice we are making, the seed we are sowing today, will lead to a safer and better world for our children tomorrow. We need to step up and demand our rights. We need to do it now. We cannot let others make our decisions. My goal as a county treasurer is what I will do I will work hard and fight for developing and maintaining balanced and sustainable budget, judicious savings through cost cutting, not by laying off people, because people, I believe in people first, money second. Prudent investment by generating higher return on investments. Currently, we invest our money, all our money, as I understand, is in out of state. I want to bring that money in state so that we can support our local businesses and local institutions. Reduce our burden debts so that we'll have more money and we can help reduce our property tax through working with the board members. Promote local businesses and invest in local banks and other financial institutions. The Treasury Office has not witnessed much change in the last 20 years. And I'm about to make that change. I'm result-oriented and I believe in process. I blame the system and not the people. Solidarity is our power, and with your support, I can do it. I ask people who are not registered to please go and register. That is very important. We have a lot of things in the state, so please register and vote your values, what you believe in. Thank you so much.
Really appreciate your introduction and your position on the candidacy that you're seeking. So I guess my question would be, how do you feel about the competition that you are up against?
I'm not worried about competition at all. Competition will be there no matter what you do at work or at new things that you take as a venture. So I'm not worried about qualification. I know that I'm qualified, I'm experienced. I have all the tools and knowledge to deal with the Treasury Department from day one.
Okay, so John, do you have any questions to ask at the moment?
Yes, I'm sorry I was late, but visiting a new grandbaby and Gail wouldn't let him go. My question, I mean, is on the investments, how would you know, or how would you go about changing that to become from out of state to local and keep the risk profile acceptable? To be honest, I don't know what the portfolio of the Treasurer's Office looks like in McHenry County. I don't know if it's a B portfolio, an A- portfolio. I don't know that letter grade if you graded the portfolio. So do you know what it is? And if so, how would you be able to know how to transition it so in the local economy we would keep a similar risk profile or even make it better?
Yes, very good question. I don't know the details of the portfolio. That is one thing that I'm going to change, is bringing all the information very transparent and accountability. So all the information will be at the tip of people's hand. I will share those information not only in the websites, but I plan to send out monthly reports to the people. Okay, so the question about how about the investments, the world is global now. All the information can be shared and done remotely. So keeping the money physically in another bank out of state does not make sense to me. We can do the same thing through our local banks as well. We need to put because that is, hundreds of thousands of dollars that interest rate money and other things that goes out of state by keeping money with someone else. So I'm going to change that. So that is one. And about the portfolio, then I have to work with the finance department to see where we can get a better yield. So that's things that I can only do when I'm there. Did I answer your question?
It did. I would like more details, but it sounds like even you don't know or can't get at the details that the current investment portfolio is, because it doesn't sound like it's available to look at.
It is available, but not that easy. I have digged through it, and it is very cumbersome. And the report, as I understand, has been always presented by a third party. That's not how it should be. And it should be laid out in a very simple way where we can see the investments and the returns, where it is invested, and how we can do it better.
Okay. Thank you.
So Bob, do you have a question?
I apologize for coming in late. I caught it in a different meeting. But to be honest with you, I've never heard anything about the Treasurer Department at the county level. And it's been, I guess, a pretty standard procedure that, and I just read this morning about the Republican candidate running was picked by the old treasurer who's retiring now. And
Right.
It sounds like her goal was to make sure that the way she's been doing it keeps going on forever.
Exactly.
So part of my question is, are there specific things about, and maybe you answered this in your introduction, I apologize, that you think really need to be addressed and changed? Is there something dramatic going on that ought to be different, or are you just wanting to add more professional?
Well, there's three things that I want to target for the first 2 years. One is make the website state-of-the-art website. I've done some research of different counties in the US. There are much, much better. I mean, our website, I would grade it as out of 10 would be maybe 2. So we have significant room for improvement. That's going to happen. Accountability and transparency, because it is important, as I was saying, the information is there, but you have to dig through, spend a lot of time, and the information is kind of hidden. And reaching out, giving the information back to the public, it's their money. If you give me $100 to keep, I need to tell you where I'm spending, and you should know it every time. Mm-hmm. So it's just not like an annual report you get, but you should be aware of where your tax money is being spent, so that you feel comfortable and you can come to the board meeting and say, hey, no, I mean, I see these line items, why it should be there, it should not be there, or why we're spending so much money. That's the one thing. Yeah. That is accountability, transparency. The other thing is we have room, and I don't want to brag about it, but my patient is about cost savings. I have done tremendous. I have a track record. You can go back to Motorola and other companies and see how I have saved millions of dollars in cost. There are many loopholes that we can plug in and save money. Not touching people. People are very important. We have to work with the people. So cost cutting, tax savings money is important, where we can save some money so that we don't have to burden that and pass that to the people. So that's the savings money. I will share one example. I was one time in a train station, and a stranger was standing by me, and suddenly he said, excuse me, I'll be right back. And he ran and he came fast back, and he was telling me I saved $50. I said, he said, I earned $50. And I said, how did you earn $50 in just 1 minute? He said, you know what? I forgot to buy my ticket. If I would get into that train, I would pay $50 fine. So I bought my ticket for $1. Now I saved $50. I said, that's a great thinking, because money saved is money earned. And he was a Jewish guy. I just wanted to give you some background. He was a Jewish guy, and he knows how to really handle his money. So money saved is money earned. I believe in that.
Do you know how much money does the treasurer deal with in McHenry County?
Yes, I believe it's about in the range of 14 million. It has gone up. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
And there's nothing I mean, apparently there's something you can get to see what's going on or how much they're making or how much they're.
Yes, they are doing all right. We didn't have any Democrat candidates. I hear in 100 years we had only one-term Democrats. It
Yeah.
has been always uncontested Republicans.
Right.
And Jan Miller has been the Republican treasurer for quite some time, and now she's endorsing Donna Kurtz, who has been in the board, and I'm going to challenge her now in 2022.
And if you get elected, you're not going to go in and fire all the staff and hire new people, right?
No need to. I'll work with the people and see how things plays out. So people are people. So.
Yeah. Right, but that's one of the things I saw from your competitor or from the, I guess it's the old treasurer who's retiring, said she wanted to make sure that all the staff she hired still has a job when the new person comes in or something like that. And I thought, who would ever go in and get rid of all people with all the experience? I mean, that's
Yes, of course.
Anyway.
And money, people is never the problem. The process is the problem. The folds in between the paper is the problem that we can get the crease out of.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I guess the next question then, because we're very close to time, is what would you expect from a group like ours? And then we can tell you what we can and cannot do.
I've read about the website. I see what your team does. I think it's a great value to the community, and I support that. So I want to be part of it, and I will do what I can do. And discrimination should be totally educated from our society.
Okay.
We should not be hearing about color. We should not be hearing about sex and religion. All these things doesn't mean we are, as I said, we are a melting point, in a melting pot where we all mix and do our best what we do.
Thank you. I refer to us as a salad bowl because we are all different.
Yes.
I'm a tomato and you're a piece of lettuce, so we can mix that up and work together. But ultimately means we're going to all be the same, and I kind of resist that.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we don't have no. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's just my perspective.
Yes.
Yeah. So one thing that our indivisible group cannot do, we cannot as a group work for you. We cannot, if for example, we can't say that our indivisible group now is going to go and canvass for Amin, right?
Yeah.
We can't say that as a group. However, individually, people can choose to do what they want to do, but it won't be in the name of the indivisible group.
Of course.
Okay, and we're not allowed to give any funding for any candidates.
Yes, I understand. That's perfectly fine. Yes.
So do you have like a letter writing campaign or postcard writing campaign, phone banking?
Well, I have not started phone banking yet, but yes, pretty soon I want to do the phone banking, and anybody wants to volunteer, I would appreciate that. But I say, I don't expect anything from your team except that I'm with you. Okay. I respect your values and I support you and I'm with you.
Okay. One of the things that we have done, I don't know how it would benefit you, is that we've endorsed a couple of candidates already, but we're not necessarily doing GOTV work for them. We possibly could offer you an endorsement.
That would help too.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Because we share the value and say yes, we endorse Amin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and do you have a website?
Yes, I do have a website. It's aminkarim.com. Very simple.
Okay. So if you would like, I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
if you would like to share information with us that would help us structure an endorsement, that would be fine. And then if you want to list your website information or your other social media accounts on there, that would be fine too. And I can get it posted on our Facebook page and then share it with you to post it however you choose.
So do you have any form that I need to fill out for the endorsement?
No, we don't.
So what do you want me to do? What do you expect from me to do?
If you could just send me maybe like a couple of paragraphs of what you would like for us to say in the endorsement, and we can edit and revise if necessary.
Okay,
And then I would include your photo with that, your information.
okay. Okay,
And I
you
know
know,
what- I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead, Kareem.
No, what I was saying is, I don't want to dictate the paragraph or the verbiage
Okay,
of the endorsement. It should be whatever you want to say, just feel free, doesn't matter. I just want to say that, I support your value and I'm part of the team.
okay,
So whatever you just write endorsement, that's fine with me.
I'll just write it based on what you've already shared with me in writing then.
Okay,
All
that'll be
right,
fine. Yeah, that'll be fine.
okay, all right, John.
Yeah, I was just gonna suggest, and maybe you have it, Evelyn, is that when we've looked at endorsements, and some of the people we've been a little familiar with and others we have not, but it's important to me to say, yes, I will endorse or not. I'd like to see detailed background. In other words, what have you done in your professional life and in a community life to warrant our endorsement? In other words, I don't know exactly how a treasurer office functions, but I'd like to look at you and say, all right, so Amin Karim has done bum, 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 bum in the community in your work life, and these are my experiences that will help me in this office. And so I came in a few minutes late, but I still would like some more detail of that background that provides good training for you for this office.
Sure.
Is that information listed on your website?
Yes, in my website,
Okay.
it has my background. It has shared, and also I have answered to media questions,
All right.
questionnaires, answers there. You can go to LinkedIn to see my professional background experience. I worked in the corporate world for 30 years. I started my first job when I graduated as an engineer of working for General Electric. Then I worked for the World Bank, IMF, International Monetary Fund in Washington, D.C. Then I worked for Motorola for 15 years. Then I worked for Caterpillar. And then my last job was with General Motors. And that's where I retired because I got tired of, traveling, all those things. And my political experience or background is zero, because I don't have any political background. I never thought I would run for office, but sitting at home, hearing all the news and medias and things that's going on in the society, everybody I talk to, I see how we are divided, and this nation is more divided than ever I have seen in my last 45 years. And I say, it's time that I need to get involved. Maybe I can do my part and share that and do whatever I can for my children, for my community, for my nation.
That's a great response.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so we're right at time. What we'll do then is draft an endorsement and share it with you before we post it, to make sure we have the information that's aligned with what you already have on your website.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you and meet you.
All righty. And also, if you, once you start your GOTV information or your actions, if you can keep me posted through the email, let me know if you have a phone banking or letter writing, postcard writing, or whatever you're doing. At
Sure.
least I can share that with the members and they can decide their participation.
That'll be very much appreciated.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Anything else? Any other questions for me?
Not for me.
No, that's
I
fine.
think you were
good.
pretty thorough. I really appreciate that. And I think the words that really resonated with me too were solidarity and transparency. Those two words are very important, whether it's treasurer or otherwise. It's just very important. So I appreciate you really expounded on those two words.
Thank you.
All righty. So if we don't have anything else, then we really appreciate your joining us, and hope that you didn't feel rushed through the process.
No, thank you again. Thank you again. Thank you for showing up and giving me time on Sunday evening.
All righty. Have a good afternoon.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you for your candidacy.
Thank you, sir. You have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you.